Ameren's fourth quarter earnings last week highlight growing demand for electricity across the state. Angeles Pompa explains what that could mean for businesses in Peoria.
Thursday, the utility company reported new power demand in its Illinois service territory tied to future large users and industrial growth.
We've seen relatively flat growth to modest growth in recent years. I think regionally and nationally, what we're seeing is a growth in electricity demand really associated with the growth in manufacturing, advanced manufacturing, and of course data centers as well contributing to that.
To prepare and prevent outages, Ameren outlined billions of dollars in grid and transmission investments, including a multi-year grid plan covering electric improvements from 2028 to 2031, now awaiting state approval. Local manufacturers say demand is already changing their operations. Joshua Kelsey, president of the aluminum company Alcast in Peoria, says since joining this company 8 years ago, he's seen major growth, with revenue rising to $70 million as demand for aluminum products increases. He says production has shifted from heavy equipment parts to engines for data centers and partnerships with Amazon to build robotic components.
During that period, we went from relatively stable, low prices, and now that we're starting to see a boom in the tech economy, we're starting to see a significant shift upward, both for electric and natural gas. So if you couple that with like winter storms and other issues that we've seen from a reliability perspective, it's become quite challenging.
Alcast melts aluminum using high heat before molding them into parts sold locally and nationwide.
We've seen some of the engineers at Ameren actually reach out to us and partner with us to do a replacement of underground cable, which will hopefully continue to improve the reliability. But if our furnaces don't stay on all the time, as that metal cools, if we lose power, it will expand, and that could really devastate our infrastructure.
The company says one of its next challenges is staffing, having doubled its workforce and planning to add about 100 employees in the coming years, as long as the lights stay on. In Peoria, Angeles Pompa, 25 News.